All right, gang, what's happening? So today's the day. Today's the day where we take the MPPSK out and record some sound clips. Like I promised you all in the last video that I'm gonna take the car out, put a mic inside and outside, record some clips so you guys hear how the exhaust sound. I've driven the car many times ever since I've installed it. I think it's been more than 20 days since I fitted the exhaust. So I've been enjoying it and it sounds crazy, man. This exhaust is just something else. And it's a pity that many people didn't spec it because it's so expensive. I mean, more than 70K, so it's insane. So I'm just, I'm right here, east of Johannesburg, I think, and it's around 3 p.m. Hopefully the roads are not too busy, and we can go for a short drive, right? We can go for a short drive, record a couple of clips so you guys hear how it sounds, and it sounds amazing. And let me actually show you all the car. Let me show you all the car real quick. So here's the car. Nice and dirty. It's actually very dirty. I need to go clean it, but this is the whip. This is the whip. And I've changed the tips. These are the tips that I've put on the exhaust, and it wasn't very easy to find them because the stock exhaust, the size of the pipe that goes out and where you put the tip is like 63 millimeters. So this is the diameter, by the way. So those ones are a bit easier to find. But this one, the MPPSK, and I think the M Performance as well, I could be wrong. You all will let me know if I am. The pipe where you put the tips on, it's like 67 millimeters. So it's very hard to find the tips, and I think the M3s are like 70 millimeters. So this one, the inlet of this tip is 70 millimeters, and it worked fine because there's a clamp at the back there. You just like screw it tight and it's okay. So I found this, it wasn't so easy, especially the ones with this silver, what should I call this? So with the silver tip, basically. These ones are not so easy to find. For some reason, the ones where this part is black, those are a bit easier to find, especially in the 63 millimeter diameter. But I ended up finding them. I actually found them at this shop at Swartkops. I think that's how you say it. At the Swartkops track. Nice, cool shop, and they fitted them for me. I mean, I could have fitted them myself because it's so easy. It's like a 3 minutes job. But yeah, this is the 340 S. It stands, and I actually made some more changes inside before we go for a drive. Let me show you. I'm not sure if you all can see, but if you check behind the steering wheel, you'll see that the pedals are different. I removed the stock ones and put this big silver one so that it's easier to to find them when you're busy driving, especially back road driving and all those things. The stock ones are kind of fine, but they are way too small. And once you start turning the steering wheel, they just disappear. So I went for the silver ones because obviously the rest of my interior has silver trims. They had carbon fiber, black, red, and blue. I just went for the silver ones. I like the silver ones. If I went for another color, it was just gonna kind of clash or just be out of place because I don't have any colorful elements in the interior. So y'all will let me know what you think of the exhaust in the comments. So just let me know in the comments what you think of the sound. Do you like it? Hopefully it's gonna come out clear on the mic, especially outside, because it's so loud compared to stock. It's actually very loud, but it retains that nice, kind of high-pitched tone of the B58. So it's not like just, rasp all over the place. You still have that nice, clear tone. It's very refined, and you hear some sounds that you've never heard before. That's one special thing about it. It's not just loudness. You actually hear the engine working, when you drive at low speeds. after call start and all those things. You just hear sounds that you've never heard before. It's like buying new expensive speakers and listening to your favorite tracks. You're like, shit, I've never heard that instrument before. It's the same with the MPPSK. It's not just loudness, it's also refinement, discovering sounds. But at the same time, when you put it in comfort mode, it's just nice and quiet. It's still loud in comfort mode. It's actually louder than, the sports mode of stock. Right, you can hear it clearly. And you can hear that it's a 6-cylinder with that high pitch. So amazing exhaust. I love it. Let's go for a drive. There you go.